Hi everyone, it is Thursday, January 4th, 2018, and this is episode 127 of Serenova Crafts. I'm your host, Jessica. I can be found as Serenova on Ravelry and Twitter, and as Serenova Crafts on Instagram. You can find the show notes for today's episode on my blog or in the Ravelry group. Links down below if you're watching on YouTube. If you are a new viewer, thank you for checking me out. It has been a couple of weeks since I recorded. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for sticking through this. I'd originally planned to record last week, like 2 days after Christmas, and then life happened. So I'm going to put in a warning here. So yeah, with that warning, we lost Koki Christmas night. So the night of the 25th, we'd gone over Kevin's aunt and uncle's house Monday afternoon. We got home and it was getting pretty late and he'd already laid down and I was planning to go to bed, and then something just kept me up and came back out here to the living room, and probably not even an hour after I came back out here, Koki passed. So we did take her to be cremated. We did get the ashes back, actually a lot quicker than expected. We were fully expecting to get the ashes back this week, but we got them back 2 days later. I did have them do some paw prints, so I'll show those to you. I'm leaving her little urn casket thing over on the bookshelf where it's been sitting since I unbagged it. We got a very sweet card from the vet, and all the techs signed it. They're very nice about the whole thing. I'm getting a little teary talking about it, but, you know, they met Koki when she was sick, but, you know, they're all very sweet about the whole thing and really helped us out, and, you know, they're very understanding. So they have the paw prints here. See the paw prints? And then it's the Rainbow Bridge poem. I will put a link if you can't read it here on the screen because it's like really curvy, fancy font. I'll actually put in a link to it in the show notes. Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up. I still miss her because it's only been like a week and a half. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a cut before I talk about the knitting. But I just wanted to get that out there that we did lose her. You know, I did put it out on social media and I got a lot of responses, and thank you everyone for that. Everything was very appreciated. It was very hard on both of us. It was very hard on Kevin, and he doesn't show emotion easily. So for him, it was really hard. And I did give him a few days alone because, you know, I had to work. Actually, we dropped her off Tuesday morning to be cremated at the vet, and then I had to go to work that afternoon. And my coworkers were really good about the whole thing. They were like, you can just sit in a corner if you want. I mean, I did my job. It's not that I didn't do my work, but I kind of did less than I normally would have, mainly because I just was not, nope, of course tissues are over there. Sorry, reaching behind the camera onto the coffee table for the tissues, just so I can wipe the corners of my eyes. But, you know, they're very sweet about the whole thing. My manager is very understanding. Kevin and I will probably get a couple more cats, but we've been talking about it. We both like having animals around, and we'd like to get two because we want them to be able to keep each other company. But we'll probably start looking next week, but I don't know how quickly we'll adopt or anything like that. We're definitely going to go through the Humane Society or some sort of rescue. We're not going to go to like a pet store and buy animals. I've never bought an animal in my life. I mean, I've paid rescue agencies adoption fees, but that's very different from going and buying a pet. So, yeah, that's that. And now back to alright, if you skipped the sad part because you didn't want to listen to me talk about it, or you already heard about it on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, past that, we're now on to knitting content. I haven't been knitting too much. I basically went on a gaming binge after what happened last week. I pulled out my Game Boy and I was gaming a lot before that, and then with the cat, I basically was just like, nope, I need video games, because knitting is a way for me to turn off my lower brain function, but not my higher brain function, and I needed the opposite. I needed something to keep my higher brain occupied, and video games require a bit more thought than like working on a vanilla sock or something, and I wasn't feeling any of my pattern projects. So knitting has not been great, but I've started to pick it back up. I have today completely off from both jobs. Well, not completely off. I have to do some stuff for the synagogue, but yeah, I have the day mostly off. And so I've been working on the cowl for my assistant manager at Tivana. Here it is so far. I am on 9 repeats of the pattern. It's just a free pattern on Rav. I will link it in the show notes. It's called Frosted Leaves. It can be worn as either a scarf or a cowl. I did a provisional cast on so that I can pull out the stitches and graft the two ends of the cowl, of the cowl together once once I'm done. I think I'm going to do more than the 16 repeats because, I mean, this is 9. This isn't a lot, you know, so 16 is only going to be, you know, like out to here, right? So, because there's only 7 more repeats. It's not a lot, so I think I'm just going to go, and I have a ton of yarn left. I mean, I have this much yarn left of the cake. Like, I have a lot. So, I think I'm probably going to do 20 and go from there, but we'll see. So yeah, not much knitting content this time, but you know, but I've been working on that. I want to get a few more repeats done today. It's only a 16-row repeat, and I'm not giving anything away. It's literally a free pattern you can go and download. So I'm giving zilch away, but yeah, I'll probably do 20 repeats and see how that goes. Lastly, I have been working on and off on these socks. I started these ages and ages ago. Since the last time I showed these on the podcast, which has been a while, because these were in hibernation for a while. I think I started these in 2016, and it's now 2018, so that tells you how long these have been on the needles. But I've added like a stripe, or like 2 half stripes. So that's how much I've done on these socks, and going to I'm going to try to finish this up. This is the first sock. I have 2. This is Patton's Croy, is the yarn. Don't ask me for the colorway. I think it's green stripe rag, because something makes me think I named these green stripe rag socks. Anyways, I'll link it in the show notes. I'll link the project page on Rav in the show notes. I'm using some Knit Picks needles instead of Chow Goos, but I might swap these over. Also, I have been working on the socks for my LYS owner, but those are upstairs, and I am actually sitting downstairs to record for once because the lighting was better down here. We have 2 nice big picture windows in our living room, and I decided to open the blinds and let the natural light in, and I think I like the results with the recording, so I might record down here more often. If you just heard a ding, that is because I'm recording on my phone, and I probably should have silenced notifications before I started recording. But hopefully that wasn't too disruptive. Hopefully the ding wasn't too loud, and lesson learned for next time. So this is a super short, sub 10-minute episode, but just, hey, I'm alive. Life has been kind of sucky, but we're in the new year. We are moving on. I am also starting this 1 second a day thing. It's basically where you record 1 second, or well, you record more than 1 second, and then you choose 1 second of each day for the whole year. So you end up with like a half-hour video or something at the end of it, something that is 360 seconds long. So that's 6 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. But it's a 365 seconds long. So I'm going to try to keep up with that. I do take a lot of pictures and stuff, but I don't really do a lot of video, so it'll be interesting to try doing video, because I take a slew of pictures all the time, most of which nobody ever sees except for me. But I figured, you know, why not try this, and why not give it a shot, and we will see how things go. Hopefully I managed to look at the camera for this and not at my screen, because my camera lens is down here, and my screen is up here, and I'm trying to look at the camera and not at the screen, so that I actually have eye contact with my viewers. So hopefully I haven't glanced too much in the wrong direction. But yeah, that is that. Hopefully I will see you guys next week. I will be able to record. I will probably record, I don't know what day I'll record. I need to look at my schedule, but I'll probably like do it like Tuesday morning or something, when I have the house to myself for a little bit before I have to go to the synagogue for work. So anyways, I think that is it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking me out if this is the first episode. I know it's very knitting light, but yeah, life just has happened. But it's a new year. Let's start this fresh. I'm going to try to do an episode a week in the new year, so hopefully I get 52 episodes out this year. We will see. Anyways, hope you have a good one. Hope everyone survives Winter Storm Grayson. There's already like a half foot of snow outside and it's still falling. So hopefully everyone survives Winter Storm Grayson safe and sound and warm. And now I have to go shovel because Kevin is on his way home. And I need to clean the driveway so we can get in. So alright everyone, have a good one and I will see you next time. Bye!